In this video, we're going to first quickly open one box of Ghosts from the Past to give you an idea of what your box might look like, and then after that, I'm going to go over some cards that you should buy now while they're cheap, and one card that you should avoid altogether. So without further ado, let's get right into it. For the first card, we have Cosmo Tin Can, which has no reprint since Breakers of the Shadow, so you know what, this is actually a pretty nice reprint. We have Time Thief Hack, which is a rarity upgrade. We have Horadric Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. Now, for me, this is kind of nostalgic because Horadrics were one of my first decks ever, so it's really cool to see this. It's a shame it's not the new Xyz, but you know what? Got a couple packs to go, maybe we'll still get it. Next, we got Horadric Seal of Banishment. This is also pretty cool to see. And we have Dragoonity Legatus. Alright, so this is a new Dragoonity card. It's not the money card that people are after, but it's still a very good extender for Dragoonity decks. So you know what, we'll take it. Starting off the next pack, we have Ojama Country, which is another card getting reprinted for the first time. This card only has one printing from Raging Battle, and that's a set that came out in 2009. Can you believe that? It's been over 10 years since Ojama players were waiting for a reprint of Ojama Country. Next, we have a rarity upgrade to Madolche Fresh Sistar. We have a Mass Change number 2, which is a pretty cool tech card that can make Dark Law in some decks. We have Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon, another card that's really cool and is a card that's easily accessed with the new Phantom Knight builds, and a lot of players are running this and turboing it out on their opponent's turn. Then we have Red Supernova Dragon. This is one of the money cards of the set, and it's a card I'm going to talk about a little bit later. For the final pack, we have an Arc Brave Dragon, Metal Falls Orichalc, Phantom Knight's Fogblade. This is actually a really good reprint because I believe even the common version of this is going for around $5 to $6. So if you ever wanted to pick this card up, now is probably a very good time. Then we have Gigantes. This card is giving me Block Dragon flashbacks, and that's not something I want to think about during exam season. And finally, woo, we got the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon Ghost Rare. That's crazy. Would you look at that? Last pack too. Last card, last pack. Man, that's crazy. The Ghost Rares are definitely the chase cards of the set. However, you shouldn't be buying the set expecting to pull the Ghost Rares. Unfortunately, they're not even guaranteed one per case. It just turns out that I am very, very lucky. I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage opening to give you an idea of what you might be able to pull from your Ghost from the Past box. If you did enjoy it, do me a huge favor. Take a second to make sure that you do subscribe, because I always do my best to put out some dope content, and I did take some inspiration from Ruggles there, and you know what, that man is obviously a freaking god when it comes to editing, but yo, I think I did pretty okay. No? Let me know. So yeah, the thing is, don't get your hopes up too high to pull a Ghost Rare from this set, because you know, sometimes they do have one per case, two per case, or even none per case. We're gonna hop right into the cards that you should avoid getting from this set, and we're gonna bring up the card that I mentioned earlier, which is Red Supernova Dragon. Okay, first off, TCG player might have this card for around $10 right now, but there are multiple other sites that have it like upwards up to $20, which I think is insane. I think a lot of people are just trying to make their money back in case they don't pull a Ghost Rare. I don't think this card is going to see any competitive play, and with the amount of Ghosts from the Past boxes that people are opening, I think this card is just going to drop maybe down to like $6 to $7 maybe in the next month or so. So the thing with this card is, even though it is amazing, how are you making it? It requires 3 tuners and 1 non-synchro monster to make it, and those requirements are so freaking steep. Why would you play a card like this when you can just activate Red Eyes Fusion and make Dragoon? There's just no reason to play this card. Like, even if your deck can make this, how many resources are you inputting into it just to make it? I definitely don't see this card seeing any competitive play anytime soon, and unless you just want to pick it up because you're a fan of the anime or something, I would probably stand pretty clear of this card. And that's really it for cards that you should avoid. But we do have a couple of cards that I think you should pick up as soon as possible. So the first one is Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, and this one, for whatever reason, is about $7 cheaper than its Ultra counterpart. And Konami is always going to be printing dragons. So even if Dragon Link does get hit on the upcoming ban list, this card is always going to be good. It's good in Dragon Mates. It's going to be good in other future Dragon decks, unless like I'll buy it, you know, they print some even better Link 2 Dragon. Like, Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres is just an amazing card. Not only does it give you an interruption on your opponent's turn, it also allows you to get another resource once it goes to the graveyard. Like, it's just a really good card, and I don't see any reason why a card with the same rarity is $7 cheaper than its counterpart. I would really pick this up right now, especially if for whatever reason Dragon Link doesn't get hit on this ban list. If it dodges another list, this card is probably gonna spike. So yeah, definitely secure your copies as soon as possible. Evenly Matched. This is the cheapest version of Evenly that we have to date, and Evenly is a fantastic blowout card that's viable in so many formats, and this is a great chance for you to pick up a playset, especially if you're a budget player. So depending on the print runs of Ghosts from the Past, this may eventually increase in value to match its other counterpart from Dupo, which has the same rarity and is for some reason $10 more expensive. I think we're seeing a trend here with this video, right? But yeah, that's all I really have to say about Evenly. It's just a great staple that you should probably pick up while it's cheap, because it's probably going to be an important 3-of in many decks that you're going to build in the future. And the final card that I want to talk about is a little bit of a blast from the past, non-ironically, right? This one is Orchestrated Return. So this only has one other printing, and it's still about $10, give or take, more expensive than its reprint. So the thing with the original copy or the original printing of Orchestrated Return is at least it's a higher rarity, so it kind of does make sense, unlike the other two. But with this one, if Harp Horror ever comes back for whatever reason, this card will definitely skyrocket, and the fact that you can get it for like $1 to $2 right now, you definitely should pick it up. I think this is probably a good penny stock in this set, and if for whatever reason you do want to build Orcus as a fun deck, this is definitely the time to do so. Alright guys, that is it for the cards that I think you should buy or avoid from Ghosts from the Past. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Bear, signing off. Peace, guys!